Have you seen a headline online that made you worry? Maybe it was in a social media post or a forwarded email. These messages often sound urgent and official. They claim that starting in February 2026, there will be 7 new U.S. driving rules for all senior drivers over the age of 65. The stories list strict new requirements that seem designed to take away driving privileges from older Americans. They mention things like mandatory annual tests, heavy fines, and even restrictions on when and where you can drive. These claims are designed to grab your attention and cause concern, making you want to share them with friends and family to warn them. The details in these viral posts can seem very specific, which makes them feel believable. They might mention a specific agency like the Department of Transportation, or use scary language about immediate license revocation. This is a common tactic used by those who create misinformation. They mix a small bit of truth with a lot of fiction to create a story that feels plausible. Because driving is a key part of independence for so many, the idea of new, restrictive national rules can be very unsettling. It's completely understandable why so many people are concerned and are asking questions about what this means for their future on the road. These rumors have spread like wildfire across the internet. They pop up on social media feeds, in online forums, and in video clips that get shared millions of times. The reason they spread so fast is because they play on real anxieties. Many of us know that as we age, our bodies change, and we might wonder how that affects our driving. The creators of these false stories take advantage of that natural concern. They know that a startling headline about seniors losing their licenses is more likely to be clicked on and shared than a calm, factual article. It's a cycle that feeds on fear and uncertainty. It is important to remember that just because something is shared widely online does not make it true. In today's digital world, false information can travel much faster than the truth. Low-credibility websites and social media accounts often publish these stories to generate clicks, which earns them advertising revenue. They are not interested in providing you with accurate information. Instead, their goal is to provoke a strong emotional reaction. Before you feel worried or share these claims, it is crucial to stop and ask where the information is coming from and whether it can be trusted. The rest of this essay will help you do just that. Let's be very clear and set the record straight right away. The viral claims about a new set of 7 national driving rules for seniors starting in February 2026 are completely false. There is no new federal law being implemented by the U.S. Department of Transportation or any other national agency that targets drivers over the age of 65 with a sweeping set of new regulations. You will not be required to follow a new, one-size-fits-all set of rules simply because you have reached a certain age. The independence that comes with being able to drive is not under a new nationwide threat. The United States government does not have the authority to create a single national driver's license or a uniform set of driving rules for every state. This power belongs to each individual state. Think about it like this. The federal government can set standards for things like vehicle safety or interstate highway construction, but the act of licensing a driver has always been a state-level responsibility. That is why a driver's license from California looks different from one from Florida or Texas. Each state has its own Department of Motor Vehicles or equivalent agency that sets its own unique policies. This means that any news you hear about a major change in driving laws must be confirmed at the state level, not from a viral post about a supposed national rule. Official sources like AARP, AAA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and your own state's DMV have all confirmed that these rumors are misinformation. These organizations work to keep older drivers safe and informed, and they would be the first to provide accurate details if such a significant change were actually happening. Their silence on these 7 new rules is a clear sign that the claims are baseless and should be ignored. So, you can take a deep breath and feel reassured. The alarming headlines are not based in reality. There is no secret federal plan to impose difficult new tests or restrictions on senior drivers next month. The system for driver licensing in America is not changing in this dramatic way. While it is always a good idea to stay informed about your local driving laws, you do not need to worry about a sudden, nationwide overhaul of the rules that govern your ability to drive. The power to license drivers remains exactly where it has always been, with your state government. To understand why these viral rumors are false, it is helpful to know how driving laws are created in the United States. Our country operates under a system of government where certain powers are given to the federal government in Washington, D.C., and others are reserved for the individual states. When it comes to issuing and renewing driver's licenses, that power rests firmly with the states. There is no single national DMV. Instead, each of the 50 states, plus the District of Columbia, has its own agency that handles everything related to driving privileges for its residents. This division of power is why the driving rules can be so different from one state to another. For example, the age at which a teenager can get a learner's permit varies. The types of questions on the written test are different. The requirements for renewing a license also change depending on where you live. Some states may require you to renew your license every 4 years, while others might allow for an 8-year or even longer renewal period. This state-level control allows each state to create laws that it believes best suit the needs and conditions of its own population. Because each state sets its own rules, a new driving law passed in, say, Illinois would have no effect on a driver living in Arizona. For a new set of driving rules to apply to every senior in the country, Congress would have to pass a federal law, and the president would have to sign it. This would be a massive and highly controversial change to a system that has been in place for over a century. Such a significant shift in power from the states to the federal government would be major news, reported by every reputable news organization in the country, not just by obscure websites or anonymous social media accounts. This is why you should always be skeptical of claims about new U.S. driving rules. The phrase itself is a red flag. True changes to driving laws are almost always discussed in the context of a specific state. If you see a post that doesn't mention a particular state and instead refers to a nationwide rule, it is very likely to be misinformation. The real place to find accurate information about your driving requirements is not on social media, but directly from the source, your state's official DMV or Bureau of Motor Vehicles website. The viral posts often list the same set of 7 fabricated rules to scare people. Let's look at these claims one by one and replace the fiction with facts. The first common claim is a mandatory annual vision test for all drivers over 65. This is false. While most states do require vision tests at renewal, the frequency varies greatly. Some states require it at every renewal, while others only require it for older drivers, but almost none mandate it every single year. You only need to meet your state's vision standard when you renew your license, which is typically every few years. Another popular fabrication is that seniors will have to pass a mandatory cognitive or reaction time screening. This is also false. There is no state in the U.S. that has a blanket policy requiring every older driver to undergo a cognitive test simply based on their age. These types of evaluations are generally only requested if a driver shows clear signs of impairment, such as after multiple accidents, or if a doctor or family member has reported a serious medical concern to the DMV. Age alone is not the trigger for such a test. The rumors also often include a rule about a compulsory on-road re-examination. Again, this is not a standard, nationwide requirement. Very few states require an automatic road test for older drivers. In most cases, a road test is only necessary if there is a specific reason to question someone's driving ability, like failing a vision test or having a relevant medical condition. The idea that every senior will be forced to retake their driving test is pure fiction, designed to cause anxiety about losing one's license. It is simply not how the system works in any state. Finally, these false claims often mention automatic driving restrictions. like no driving at night or on highways, and absurdly high fines of $1,500 or more for non-compliance. This is perhaps the most baseless part of the rumor. Driving restrictions are almost always voluntary or are added at a driver's own request. Many seniors wisely choose to self-restrict their driving to conditions where they feel most comfortable. Furthermore, the fines and penalties mentioned are completely made up. They are scare tactics, plain and simple. The reality is far less alarming and much more reasonable. Since driving laws are made at the state level, the real requirements for older drivers vary widely across the country. There is no single standard. Looking at a few examples shows just how different these policies can be. These are not new rules for 2026. They are long-standing policies that have been in place for years. For instance, in California, drivers who are 70 years of age or older are required to renew their license in person at a DMV office. This ensures they can take and pass a vision test and a written knowledge test at the time of renewal. In another part of the country, the rules are different. Take Illinois, for example. This state has a tiered system for license renewals based on age. Drivers between the ages of 81 and 86 must renew their license every 2 years. For drivers who are 87 and older, the renewal period is shortened to every year. This policy also requires these older drivers to retake the road test at each renewal. This is one of the stricter policies in the nation, but it is specific to Illinois and does not apply to drivers in any other state. Now let's look at Florida, a state with a large population of retirees. Florida's rules focus primarily on vision. When a driver reaches the age of 80, they must renew their license in person and pass a vision test. If they fail the vision screening, they may be referred for a more comprehensive eye exam or potentially a road test to ensure they can still operate a vehicle safely. However, unlike in Illinois, there is no automatic road test requirement based on age alone. The process is triggered by the results of the vision screening. These examples show that while some states do have special provisions for older drivers, they are not uniform and are certainly not part of a new national trend. States like Arizona shorten the renewal cycle to 5 years once a driver turns 65, while Massachusetts requires in-person renewals for those 75 and over. Each state has weighed the balance between public safety and personal freedom differently. The key takeaway here is that you only need to be familiar with the rules for the state where you live. You can easily find this information on your state's official DMV website. Understanding where these false stories come from can really help you spot them in the future. The so-called 7 new rules rumor did not come from any government agency or any reputable news source. Instead, it was actually created and spread by low-credibility websites, social media pages, and video channels that are designed to look like legitimate news outlets. These sources often have generic-sounding names, like Globe Charter or Metrics for Healthy Communities, which honestly can trick people into thinking they're trustworthy. But, a quick search usually reveals they're just blogs or content farms. The main reason these entities create and publish fake news is, for financial gain. Their business model really depends on getting as many clicks, views, and shares as possible. Every time someone clicks on their article or watches their video, they earn a small amount of money from advertisers. Sensational, fear-inducing headlines about seniors losing their driving privileges are, unfortunately, extremely effective at getting people to click and share. The creators of this content aren't concerned with telling the truth. They're focused on provoking an emotional response from you. Social media algorithms also play a big role in spreading this kind of misinformation. Platforms like Facebook and YouTube are designed to show you content they think you'll engage with. If a post is getting a lot of likes, comments, and shares, the algorithm will show it to more and more people, assuming it must be important. This creates a snowball effect, where a completely false story can reach millions of people in just a few hours. The algorithm doesn't check for facts. It only measures engagement, making it a perfect tool for spreading rumors. Another thing that makes these hoaxes so persistent is that they often mix a little bit of truth with a lot of lies. For example, a fake article might mention that Illinois requires road tests for older drivers, which is true, but then claim this is part of a new nationwide law, which is false. This technique makes the whole story seem more believable. It really preys on the fact that most people are not experts on the details of state-by-state traffic laws. That's why it's so important to rely on primary sources, like your state's DMV, rather than just something you see shared online. Instead of wasting your energy worrying about fake rules, you can actually focus on real, practical steps to stay a safe and confident driver for years to come. The most important thing you can do is to be proactive about your health, especially your vision and hearing. Our ability to see clearly, especially at night or in low light, is absolutely critical for safe driving. So make it a habit to get a comprehensive eye exam from an ophthalmologist or optometrist regularly, not just when your license is up for renewal. This can help you catch and correct vision problems early. It's also wise to have a conversation with your doctor or pharmacist about any medications you take, both prescription and over-the-counter. Ask them if any of your medications have side effects that could impact your driving ability, like drowsiness, dizziness, or blurred vision. Sometimes just changing the time of day you take a medication can make a significant difference. Your doctor can help you manage your health in a way that supports your goal of continuing to drive safely and maintaining your independence for as long as possible. Another excellent step is to enroll in a mature driver safety course. Organizations like AARP and AAA offer courses specifically designed for older drivers. These programs are a great way to refresh your knowledge of driving rules, learn new defensive driving techniques, and get tips on how to adjust to age-related changes in vision, hearing, and reaction time. Completing one of these courses is not only empowering, but it may also qualify you for a discount on your car insurance. Many insurance companies offer a reduction of 5% to 15% for completing an approved course. Finally, the best source of information about your state's specific driving rules is your state's Department of Motor Vehicles, or DMV, or Bureau of Motor Vehicles, BMV. Their official website will have the most accurate and up-to-date information on renewal procedures, vision requirements, and any other policies that apply to you. Forget about what you read on social media. Go directly to the source. Being well informed about the actual rules in your state will give you peace of mind and help you plan accordingly for your next license renewal. Feeling in control of your driving future comes from being informed, not from being scared by false headlines. Knowledge is, honestly, your best defense against misinformation and anxiety. Take the time to learn about your own driving habits and abilities. Be honest with yourself about your comfort level in different situations. For instance, if you find that driving at night or in heavy rain makes you nervous, it is perfectly reasonable to limit your driving to daylight hours and good weather. This isn't a restriction being forced upon you. It's a smart choice you're making for your own safety. Developing good habits can also make a huge difference. Always make sure your vehicle is in good working order. Keep your windows, mirrors, and lights clean for maximum visibility. Adjust your mirrors correctly every time you get in the car. It's also a great idea to plan your route before you leave, especially if you're going to an unfamiliar place. Knowing where you're going can reduce stress and distractions, allowing you to focus completely on the task of driving. These small, consistent habits really add up to create a safer driving experience for everyone on the road. Open communication with your family and loved ones is also a powerful tool. Let them know that you are thinking proactively about your driving safety. Talking about it openly can turn a potentially difficult conversation into a supportive one. Your family can be a great resource. They might notice things you haven't, or they could help you find resources like a driver safety course. A supportive conversation is much better than one born out of a crisis or an accident. It shows that you are in charge and are taking your responsibility as a driver seriously. Remember that you are part of a large and experienced group of drivers. There are more than 50 million licensed drivers over the age of 65 in the United States. You have decades of driving experience that younger drivers simply do not possess. Statistics show that older drivers are often safer than younger ones, as they are more likely to wear seatbelts and less likely to speed or drive impaired. By pairing that experience with good health habits, self-awareness, and a commitment to staying informed, you can continue to be a safe and capable driver. The road ahead is yours to navigate with confidence. The viral rumors about new, harsh driving rules for seniors are nothing more than digital noise. They're really just designed to frighten you, but you have the power to tune them out by focusing on the facts. The truth is, there is no national conspiracy to take away your keys. The system for licensing drivers in the United States remains unchanged, with each state setting its own policies. You are not facing a sudden deadline or a new set of hurdles in February 2026 or any other time. Your ability to drive is a symbol of freedom and independence, and it is something you should feel proud of maintaining. The best way to protect that freedom is not by worrying about fake news, but by taking positive, proactive steps. Stay on top of your health, especially your vision. Understand the real rules in your home state by checking the official DMV website. Refresh your skills with a mature driver course. These actions really put you in the driver's seat of your future, allowing you to make informed decisions based on your own abilities and comfort level. This moment can serve as a valuable reminder to always question what we see online. In an age where information and misinformation is just a click away, being a critical thinker is more important than ever. Always consider the source of the information. Ask yourself if it comes from a trusted, official organization or from an unknown website just trying to get your attention. Sharing accurate information from reliable sources is the best way to stop the spread of these harmful rumors and help your friends and family feel secure instead of scared. So, let's leave the anxiety behind. Continue to enjoy the mobility and connection that driving provides. Plan that trip to visit your grandchildren, drive to your favorite coffee shop, or meet your friends for lunch. You have the experience, the wisdom, and now the correct information to continue driving safely and confidently. The headlines will fade, but your ability to navigate the road ahead, both literally and figuratively, will remain strong. Drive on, stay informed, and trust in your own judgment and preparation, not in the baseless fears spread by others.